Hi. I did plan originally to have a video out this weekend, but I've had numerous things keeping me busy, so I haven't got round to editing one. Um, oh, I've done a little bit of it, but there will be a video. Don't panic for anyone that cares. But I thought I'd just go over this because you probably already know what I'm going to say. Now we have stuff keeping you out of being in sneak or invisibility, which is good, right? Because some of this shit is obviously going to get real cancer real quick. Um, then we have, I don't know why. Honestly, I wish we'd just stop encouraging this in any type of way. Um, Long story short, for DK, they want to turn this into a dot tank, pretty much. Templar, whatever that can get, is all good with me. This is going to be just random shit up quickly because I don't want to sit here all day. There's some things I'm leaving out because I just don't care about them. This cannot go. This cannot. This is. I think they just write things. I don't even want to slate these people, and I'm not saying this to be a dick, right? But it feels like we're not learning anything. One of the most broken skills on the game, right? And what we're doing is we are technically, right, we are giving it a 50% increase, right? Because we're going to have two specky bows. That's what this is, right? But we are only decreasing the damage by 25%. So technically, rounding it up, right? Just a roundabout way that I'm saying it, right? Technically, this is a 25% buff, right? That's what this is to me. This is not good. This is really, really bad. This skill has got away with people saying stuff about it for quite some time. It's sort of been accepted, right? But then stacking it twice, no, this is terrible. Really bad. This is not good for PvP. PvE maybe. Not PvP, nope. This is why they need to separate the two. And this character being associated with words like this is definitely not good. Let me tell you, the sniper nightblades right now are tanking. They are tanking 8 to 10 players, running at the speed of light, putting out two-shot damage, healing instantly off one button press. This is not going to go down well. Let me tell you, the in-cap builds are going to be broken again. The snipers are already broken now. This is really, really bad. I don't know who's making these decisions. I'm not trying to shit on your decision. I'm just saying this is not good for PvP at all. What this should say, all this should say, is Strike from the Shadows passive is being taken off cloak, so you will now have to stop and crouch like everyone else because now scribing is in the game. It is not needed. It is too broken. In my opinion, you don't even need cloak, but they're never going to do that. My personal opinion on cloak with scribing in the game, you do not need it. I have proved it with the builds I play. They hit really hard. You definitely do not need it at all. That's just my opinion, though. But like I say, the sniper builds right now, if you don't believe me, go log in on PCEU in the morning when the map is fully red or yellow, and you go see for yourself, right? Not good. Really bad. Same with sorc. I'd make the same comment about sorc. The broken range, overload damage. This morning I went on, logged in. Obviously, the map was full yellow. What did we have? We had sniper night blades, two-shot damage, completely broken. Being group buffed with 6 scrolls, this is where I say that there's no balance and done on this game at all. Because with scribing, 6 scroll and group buffed sorcs are just unstoppable. There was a guy there. I sat fighting this guy and I kept going back. He was killing me. Don't get me wrong. I was just running back, but I was changing my CP specifically to prove a point. And I even was equipping 3 defensive CP, right, with rally and cry on my back bar of my DK. Swapping from like Jeweler's Rebuff, Ironclad, Endure and Resolve, and Unassailable. There was no combination with Rally and Cry where I could live against this Overload Sorc. Dog shit, zero balancing. And there's no change. Look, it says, look, where does it say Overload here? I don't see Overload here anywhere at all whatsoever. Really bad. This does not even need to be taken off. The problem with this character is sustain, but what have they done? They've took the heal off and given you more sustain, more reductions, more ways to just spam hardened ward. I still have your fucking huge shield. It's broken. It can't remain like this. And you know what they did as well? They did the same thing with bound armaments. Oh man. I, I, I I can't not look at this and say this is bad. There's no way that I can make this sound nice. I'm sure PvE people are going to review this. In fact, I'm going to go and look. I'm sure PvE players are going to review this and say, this is a good change. This is a really good, this is not a good change. This is really bad. So is this. Absolutely shocking. The same with bound armaments. That's shocking. This is shocking. And the reason why is because the sustain enables these sorcs to. The way they're playing it right now is they either just don't come off a wall. They don't need to come off a wall or off the top of a keep because they can kill you in 2 hits without overload, completely broken damage. Ignore all resistances, everything. Just kill you in 2 shots. No matter what you do, you're dead. And so why would they need to PvP and PvP? And if they're not doing that, they just stack all together and nuke you from range, or they sit at range, spam you with their broken damage. If it doesn't kill you and you get anywhere even closer, they just endlessly streak away, spamming hard and war. The problem is sustain. It's sustain. It's not the heal. The heal is not the problem. It's sustain with this character. 60k mag pools with this character. The problem is sustain. I'm not going to sit there and go on and on. This is even worse. Thanks for that. That's going to be even worse. Lovely. Here we have reduces the cost. More reduction. The only good thing here that I can see is this. That's it. There's nothing else. Not one thing. Here we have Warden. Let me tell you, ball groups are rubbing their little mitts together right now. Look at this. What are we trying to do in PvP? Reduce healing. And what do we get? More healing. Lovely. More sustain for the most used character for healing. Great. And here I see this as with this and this and this and well, I'm not going to go. I don't want this video to last ages. I'm not going to go over all. But from these ones that I see here, right, we'll just do it like this. From these ones that I see here, um, this is encouraging a cancer playstyle with vamp slapping. That's exactly what this is to me. And the reason why I'm including these 2 recovery things is because if we go down a bit more, oh, this mouse is not very good. If we go down a bit more, we come to here, they've increased the cost of describing skills that you use to put the shield on for vamp slapping. So what have they done? They have increased sustain with Warden. So you can still do it. Like, oh man. Oh man. What are we doing, man? And like I say, for ball group, and this is already one of the best characters for ball grouping. And they've just buffed it up even more. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. I can't understand anything they give to this Templar. I don't care. I don't really care about any of this. I haven't even looked at this really. When I look at that, I'm like, this might be a bit better for my little bomber what I play. But the reason why I'm hammering home about Sorc and Nightblade, the reason why is because these 2 characters are going to be the skills that get used most for subclassing, along with Warden, surprisingly. And they've all been sort of buffed ridiculously. And here, what does it not say? It does not say lightning staff passives, which is what the problem is. Why won't they change it? Because it's good for people to cheese damage in PvE. That's why they will not change it. Same with Sorc, really. That's why they won't touch Sorc too much, because it's good for cheese and damage in PvE. But in my opinion, I think they should make PvE harder. It should be harder in PvE. Do you know what I mean? I did when I did PvE and got all my arena weapons and stuff. I didn't even have scribing or nothing. Like, why were you just making the game so easy? Like, do you know what I mean? You make the PvE so easy and make the PvP cancer by making the PvE so easy. I don't understand it. Make the PvE harder and more people will want to play because it's hard. It's not just a breeze. You're not just walking through everything on some cheese build. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if my mindset is wrong or you know what I mean. I don't know, but that's it's just I don't like any of this. This is all wrong. Lightning Staff passive should be here, and up on the Nightblade bit that should say Strike from the Shadows is being removed. And on the Sorc, there should be massive sustain nerfs, in my opinion. And that Warden stuff, I don't even know why any of that, apart from Northern Storm for the Warden. I think that was the only good change. I like this because this did need to happen. That was way too powerful. Um, And Banner, this is the other thing I saw. Banner. Now, Magsorks will use this now because they're getting more sustain, easier to use. Same with Wardens. Wardens will be using this now. Because if you can sustain really well on your character, uh, uh, they're taking the 40, they're taking the 45% reduction off having the banner up. So now if you can sustain your character well, you've got no problem. If you've got really good recoveries, you'll be able to run banner, no problem. So this will be used by Magsorks now, 100%. 100%. And the same with this. This won't affect sorts because they can just have 60k mag, so they can still spam these skills, no problem. Easy, no problem. And they can have the banner up at the same time. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just. I did use this. This is kind of a good change because I was on my negate bomber. I was only hitting little bombs with it, but I was using that 2H skill that does the bleed. Um, And I threw this on out of curiosity, Dragon's Appetite, to use with it, but I didn't feel like that was very good. But obviously there was some kind of problem with it, and that's why it weren't working properly. Um, but yeah, it doesn't say here either. There's a certain poison on this game right now. If you watched one of my more recent videos I put up, there's a poison that people put on you, and then once it's on you, that bugs your character out completely. You can't even move. You can't run on your mount or your character. Your character is just broken. And the only way you can fix it is to leave Cyrodiil, and when you do that, or go and Cheesemonger Hollow. But when you do that now, obviously the queues are massive, so it takes you ages to get back in because someone's put a poison on you. I don't know what poison it is, but every time I get hit by that certain poison, my character cannot run, my mount cannot run, like sprint. You have to leave Cyrodiil to get rid of it. You can't just reload UI, nothing. That's it. Your character's broken. Um, so it doesn't say that there. And again, I don't know what that is to tell you. So yeah. And also, I saw this on the Facebook thing. I can't remember which content creator put it up. Some content creator made a video about this, and people were saying that they don't use it anymore anyway. This was really good. This is what I used to use in the ball group on that DK. This was really good, but they changed it so you can't use it on players. And now they've like killed it completely, I think, for PvE as well. So yeah, that's just a dead set now. Another dead set on ESO. Um, what's the other thing I saw? This is quite crazy. This is like a staple, isn't it? Especially for PvE. This is like a staple, the One Piece slime crawl, but they've had enough of that now as well and removed that. So put it on the 2-piece so you can't just wear 1-piece. Um, what was the other thing? They changed something here, some exploity stuff with this. Which I didn't even know existed because I don't even use either of these. And oh yeah, this is another change that I agree with. So there's two so far, or maybe three. I think there's three changes so far that I agree with, and this is one of them because I use this set. I just like the way this set procs. That's not because it's broken. I just like the way this set looks when it procs. That's the only reason why I use it. Yeah, I think that looks cool. But apart from that, that is it. That is literally it. I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff, but the people that do the PvE versions of these will just do all that. But yeah, for me, yeah, a lot of this isn't good. And I want to make clear, I don't like making videos slating the devs and all. I don't want to sit here and complain. But I want to play the game, and this, I'm not going to pay £40 for this to die faster because what this is you're going to die faster, even more faster and easier to ball groups. The nightblade snipers are gonna kill you faster. The in-cap nightblades are gonna be a thing again that do really high crit damage, and the sorcs are still gonna be streaking everywhere, spamming hardened ward with completely broken range damage with overload, and and there's no lightning staff changes. Um, Warden's going to be even worse for vamp slapping and sustain easier. And yeah, that's it. That's just not going to be good. In my opinion, like I say, I'm not going to be paying 40 quid to die quicker. That's not happening. I'll still play, but yeah, and without that mythic, you're going to have to pay the money for that mythic. You have to, right? To get that mythic, you have to pay the money. So yeah, I don't know. It's caught in a weird situation now. But I'm not until I see at least one of the changes made that I'm saying in this video. I'm not paying that money. I don't care. I'll play without that mythic. Fuck that. I want to give them the money. So don't get me wrong. I want to pay them for it. I want to support the game, but I'm not supporting decisions like this. This is and again, I'm not just trying to shit on the devs, right? Maybe they need to get themselves a PvP insight from someone, or go in PvP. Go in PvP in the morning. If a dev sees this, you go in PvP in the morning. You fight them broken sorcs, being group buffed, 6 scroll, the entire map. And then tell me what needs changing. All right, you go fight them sniper light blades that kill you in 2 seconds. To file, yeah, run at the speed of the light, tank zergs, have no problem with sustain, spam, and cloak. You go fight that, and you tell me what needs changing on this game. All right. But for now, I've been Freezy. That has been my PvP insight of the patch notes. In a bit.